Today's question is: what are the 13 intensive properties that help us describe matter? Have you ever noticed that gold is shiny whether it's in the form of a ring or a tiny speck? Or that ice feels cold no matter how big or small the piece is? That's because some properties of matter don't change, even if the amount does. These are called intensive properties. Let's look at 13 common examples that help us describe matter more clearly. Number 1, color. This is how something looks to your eyes. It could be red, blue, green, or any other shade. The color of a substance doesn't change just because you take a smaller piece of it. For example, a big block of red clay and a tiny bit of it are still the same red. Just like a whole blue crayon and a broken piece of it are still blue. Number 2, odor. Odor is the smell of a substance. Some materials have a strong smell, like vinegar or perfume, while others have no smell at all. A small amount of garlic still smells just as strong as a big one. And even a single drop of perfume can still have the same scent as an entire bottle. Number 3, luster. Luster means how shiny or dull a substance is. For example, metals like silver and gold are very shiny, while chalk is dull. This shininess doesn't change, no matter the size of the material. Just like both a large silver tray and a tiny silver earring still sparkle the same way. Number 4, malleability. Malleability is the ability of a material to be hammered or pressed into shapes without breaking. Metals like aluminum or gold are malleable. You can flatten them into thin sheets. A tiny piece of gold can still be shaped without breaking. And even a small strip of aluminum foil can be bent or folded easily. Number 5, ductility. This is the ability of a material to be stretched into a wire. Copper is a great example. Even a small piece of copper can be drawn into a thin wire. It doesn't matter how much you have. And the same goes for a short piece of steel that can still be pulled into a wire. Number 6, hardness. Hardness tells how solid or tough a material is when something tries to scratch or press it. A diamond is very hard. It doesn't get scratched easily, even if it's small. Quartz is also hard and resists scratching, no matter its size. That's why hardness is an intensive property. Number 7, viscosity. Viscosity is how thick or sticky a liquid is and how slowly it flows. It doesn't change with the amount of liquid. For example, honey is very viscous. It flows slowly whether it's in a jar or just a spoonful. Shampoo is another example. Even a small drop still moves thick and slow, just like when it's squeezed from the bottle. Number 8, texture. Texture is how something feels when you touch it. It could be smooth, rough, bumpy, or soft. For example, sandpaper feels rough whether it's a big sheet or just a small piece. And velvet feels soft whether it's on a big dress or a tiny ribbon. Number 9, durability. Durability is how well a material can last or resist wear and tear. For example, rubber is durable because it doesn't break easily. A rubber band stays tough even when it's small. And a thick leather belt or a small leather coin purse both last long with use. Number 10, brittleness. Brittleness means how easily something can break or shatter. Glass is brittle. It breaks when dropped. A small piece of glass is still just as easy to break, and the same goes for a dried cracker that snaps with a little pressure, no matter the size. Number 11, elasticity. Elasticity is the ability of a material to return to its original shape after being stretched or bent. Think of a rubber band. It stretches and then snaps back. This doesn't change even if the rubber band is cut into smaller pieces. And likewise, a sponge ball bounces back whether it's big or small. Number 12, temperature. Temperature tells how hot or cold something is. A boiling cup of water is hot no matter if it's a full cup or just a spoonful. Similarly, an ice cube is cold whether it's one cube or a whole tray. Its coldness stays the same. And number 13, conductivity of heat and electricity. This is how well a material allows heat or electricity to pass through it. Metals like copper and silver are good conductors. Even a tiny wire can still carry electricity just like a bigger one. And a small metal spoon heats up just like a large one when placed in hot soup. In conclusion, intensive properties of matter are traits that don't change even when the amount of the substance changes. Whether you have a lot or just a little, things like color, smell, hardness, or temperature stay the same. By understanding these properties, we can describe and compare different materials more easily, no matter how big or small they are.